Azimio leaders led by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka have called on Kenyans who feel oppressed to come out for another round of peaceful anti-government protests on Wednesday next week.
It will be one day on Wednesday, from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Peaceful and armed demonstrations. We call on our people to remain vigilant on that core. However much you feel provoked, don't harm any policeman. Leave it to them to harm you. The world is watching.
Speaking at the SKM Command Center in Nairobi Saturday afternoon, the Azimio principals called out the government yet again over what they termed as continued misuse of police on demonstrators.
All these actions by police undermine the rule of law and the Constitution. These actions point to the emergencies of a police state in Kenya. However, these actions that have left scores of Kenyans dead have earned police praise from William Ruto. We wish to make it clear that our people will not surrender or be cowed.
The leaders have also criticized the government over the ongoing violent attacks and killings, accusing the government over what they called ethnic profiling of the Luo community.
All the elements of the making of a genocide are present in the developments in Luorad. Victims are being dehumanized. There is organization. The attacks taking place are clearly planned. The people undertaking the destruction of the rules are clearly trained, whether they are police officers or goons. They are under a command structure and they are well resourced with arms they need.
Azimio insists it will not engage in any form of dialogue with Kenya Kwanza until they listen to Kenyans.
We will pursue no engagements with Kenya Kwanza whatsoever until these hostilities and their perpetrators are apprehended.
What sense does it make to meet with people who are already committing acts of genocide?
They are now demanding for the release of all those arrested during the protests, even as Maina Njenga's family continue wondering where he is.
I humbly ask all police officers who are part of this to please provide or bring our father back home.
The orders of habeas corpus, the judge ordered that Maina Njenga be produced, dead or alive.
Despite the Azimio team decrying the widespread violence being meted on their supporters across the country, they say they will not tire from making their voices be heard, with Wednesday next week being picked as their date with destiny. Philip Murutu, K24, Nairobi.